Hello, team. Good morning, everyone. So this is a review for your insurance exam, licensing exam. I hope na makatulong to because as managers recorded video for you para matulungan din kayo in reviewing your for your exam. Ayan. So we'll try to keep it short and sweet and syempre para mas maging ano din maging useful din for you itong video. Yun. So, let me share my screen. So, ito, i-share lang din natin yung um, reviewer, which we will be also sharing with you. Ayan. So, we will run it through with you one by one. Ayan. So, una-una, kay number one, what should be the withdrawal values after a year? O, di ba, biglang computation agad. So, kailangan ang maintindihan lang natin dito what we mean by offer price with offer spread. Okay, yung offer price kasi, ito yung price that a seller is willing to sell per unit of their investment. Okay? Tapos ang bid offer spread, ito yung difference between dun sa price that a seller is willing to sell and the price that a buyer is willing to buy. Yan. So yan, may difference lang siya. And then, sabi dito, number of units na nabili niya is 25,000. Meron din kasi mga charges na imposed no, upon purchasing uh, purchasing units in investment. So may policy fee 1,800, tapos admin and mortality charge na 8,750. Ito kakaltasin based on number. Iko-compute kasi siya based on number of units. Tapos ima-minus dito sa number of units po. So later makikita natin sa computation kung paano siya gagawin. Top up fee kung meron man may 700 pesos. Tapos admin for top up may 2,000 naman na fee. Tapos dito nakasulat sum assured is 190% of single premium of the value of units whichever is higher. Ngayon, ang assumption, charges and fees are deducted after the single premium has been invested. So, invest muna, di ba, yung meron tayo nabili na 25,000 and then afterwards, doon kakaltasin itong policy fee tsaka admin and mortality charge. Growth rate of the unit price and bid offer spread is maintained at 8%. So, meaning nag-grow, no? Sabi niya, after 1 year, nag-grow na yung price by 8%. Tapos, 4.5% yung bid offer spread pa din. Ayan. So, dito nakasulat ako anong correct answer, pero isi-share natin paano yan na-come up with. Okay? So, compute for the bid price. Kasi ang binigay niya lang dito, offer price. Okay? So, magkano naman nabili ng buyer with this, with this bid offer spread and offer price. So, para makuha yung bid price, offer price times 1 minus spread, um, yung spread percentage. So, 16, di ba? 16 pesos. Tapos, 1 minus 4.5%. So, kung yung buyer willing to sell at 16, yung seller is willing to sell at 16, yung na talagang nabili ng ang willing niya lang maibayad is 15.28. Yun lang yung ibig sabihin. Okay? Compute for the total charges in units. Yun. So, ito, di ba, ano ba yung mga charges? Policy fee, tsaka admin and mortality charge. So, kailangan lang malaman natin how much ito in terms of units, number of units. Okay, so inad natin siya, 1,800 plus 8,750, okay, 10,550 divided by itong bid price, which is 15.28. So equivalent siya sa 690.45 units. Okay, tapos compute for the units bought, less charges. Diba sabi dito, ang units bought is 25,000. 25,000 minus itong lahat ng charges na 690.45, ang total na units na nabili niya, diba, 24,309. Compute for the future value kasi sabi dito, magkano na yung pwedeng ma-withdraw after a year. So future value, diba, magkano na ba yung price, magiging price per unit? Yun na ibig niya sabihin kapag after 1 year. Okay? So 15.28 yung bid price times 1 plus 8%. Okay, so 1.08 lalabas. So 16.5 na siya. Yan. And then, since magkano daw yung mawi-withdraw, okay, ang amount kasi to be withdrawn is equivalent to the number of units times yung future value niya. So, therefore, 24,309 times 16.5. That's how we came up with the 401 na answer. Okay? Ayan. So, I hope no, mas nalinawan tayo dyan. Ako medyo nalito din for some time yan. Pero kayang-kaya sa review. Ayan. Tapos, pangalawa, yung tanong is, switching facility under variable life insurance policies is very useful for what purpose? So, number one, for the purpose of profit planning by the life policies. Number two, for the purpose of assets planning by the trustee. Okay. Number three, for the purpose of sales planning by the fund managers. Tapos number four, for the purpose of financial planning by policy owners. So nakasulat dito, yung correct answer is purpose of financial planning. Kasi yung policy owner will bear the investment risk of a variable life policy. Okay, hindi naman natin ma-assure ano ba yung magiging profit niya, assets, ganyan. Pero, yung pwede niyang ma-manage yung risk by switching his or her money to fund na masutable doon sa risk profile niya. Okay? And doon sa goals niya din, financial goals. Ayan. So third, which of the statement is true about cash? So sabi dito, number one, it has high yield potential. Okay. Number two, amount invested in cash depends on the size of the cash flow requirement. Number three, investment in cash increases when there is a bull run in the stock market. Number four, investment in cash decrease when interest rates rise. Okay, so ang cash kasi hindi siya talaga pwede ma-regard as an investment. Yung value niya as a ano lang siya, as a medium of exchange which depends kung magkano talaga yung requirement for cash flow requirement. Okay? So wala siyang high yield potential. Okay, hindi rin siya mag-increase pag may bull run, unlike stocks. Hindi rin siya mag-decrease when interest rates rise. Okay, just like bonds. So, ito lang, number two is the correct answer. So, why is it important that the customer must understand the sales proposal in full? So, una-una, because the insurer does not guarantee any return. Number two, because the impact of changes in investment conditions in variable life policy is borne solely by the customer. Number three, because the agent may give the wrong recommendations. Number four, because the policy owner expects higher returns. Yan. So, ang correct answer is number two. Yun. Other options kasi false or secondary lang yung reason for the policy owner to understand the policy. Kailangan niyang ma-understand fully kasi kung ano man yung magiging consequence nung pag-choose niya nung sa type of investment fund, siya yung customer yung solely magbe-bear nung risk na yon. Ayan, kasi siya yung nag-invest. So, panglima, so fifth question, which of the following statements are true? Ay, the policy value of the variable life policies is determined by the offer price at the time of valuation. Ay, number two, ay the policy value of endowment policies is the cash value plus any accumulated dividends less any outstanding loans due at the time of surrender. Okay, number three, the life company needs to maintain a separate account for variable life policies distinct from the general account. So, yung correct answer, itong 2 and 3. Yung number 1 kasi, di ba, it's determined by the bid price at the time of valuation. So, kung bebenta mo siya, kailangan, kung ano man yung price nung yung bid price at the time, yun yung magiging value that you can withdraw. Okay? So number 6, assuming no movement in the prices of the charges or fees are deducted after the single payment has been invested into the account, how much will the policy lose if he surrenders the policy now? Okay, nakasulat dito kung ano yung bid price, bid-offer spread, single premium na 450 yung pinasok. Policy fee is 1/8. Admin and mortality charges is 3% of the investment. Kaya sum assured is 200% daw of the value of units, whichever is higher. Yan. So kung nakakita nyo, di ba, may mga trick, may mga pinasok sila dyan na hindi naman talaga kailangan for the equation. So medyo tricky lang siya. Yan. So una-una, how to compute for the offer price. Kasi we need to know the offer price para ma-compute natin how many number of units yung mabibili niya. Okay, so ito, 13 pesos daw kasi yung bid price. Ayan. So ang offer price computation, okay, bid price divided by 1 minus yung spread. Yan. So 13 pesos, 1 minus 4. So 13 yung 96%. So therefore, yung bid price is 13.54. Yung offer price pala is 13.54. Compute for the number of units. So number of units, di ba ito daw yung in-invest niya, 450,000. Divided by the offer price, 13.54. So, yung nabili niyang number of units is 33,234. Okay, tapos, kukompute naman natin yung charges. Policy fee, tsaka yung admin and mortality charge. So, yung policy fee is 1/8. Diretso na yun. Admin and mortality charge, 3% times 450. So, 13.5 yun. Total of 15.3 divided by the bid price. Okay. Ang total charges is 1,176. So, ilan yung net na units na nabili minus the charges? So, ito 33,000 minus 1,176. 32,000. Compute for the value of the units if withdrawn. Kunyari, pinasok niya tapos i-withdraw niya raw agad. Kasi baka may biglang nagkaroon ng emergency, di ba? So, 32,000 times 13 yung bid price. Kasi doon ang basis ng withdrawable value. Okay, so 416,000 na lang. Di ba? Yung dating 450 naging 416. And then, magkano na yung malulus niya? Ma-minus lang natin yung 450,000 minus 416, di 33,000. Yung what he will stand to lose if i-withdraw niya agad yung pera. So, ito, number 2 is the correct answer. So, next, question 7. The benefit of investing in variable life funds include, number 1, policy owners have access to pooled or diversified portfolios of investment. Number 2, policy owners can easily change the level of premium payments as the product design of variable life policies have clear structures which cater separately for investment and insurance protection. Number 3, policy owners can gain access to variable life funds managed by professional investment managers with proven track records. Number 4, policy owners can buy a variable life policy only at a high initial investment. So, makita nyo, itong tatlo, yun yung tama. Okay, ito kasi, yung huli, kahit nga 2,000 per month, di ba, kaya na. That's actually one of the benefit of getting into pooled funds. Okay, kasi you're invested with other people, kaya kahit na low amount lang, pwede na. Yan. So, ito, so yung mga iba, di ba, pwede nga nila itaas baba yung premiums, di ba, kunyari, pwede sila mag-upgrade later on. Ayan. Tapos maganda pa dito, it's also managed by one of the best fund managers, Keyspring Investments, tsaka yung Atram. Ayan. So, number 8, with traditional participating life insurance products, the allocations to policy owners in the form of dividends, okay, number 1 are not directly linked to the company's investment performance. Okay, number 2 have already been smoothened by the life company. Number 3 do not have the highs and lows of investment return as in good investment years of the life company. Number 4 are not fixed at the inception of the policy, but are greatly dependent on the investment performance of the company. Okay, so ang correct answer is 1, 2, and 3. Okay, kasi ang unang-una, ang dividends, okay, hindi siya fixed. Ay, pero ang ano siya, ang basis niya is not just the investment performance, but also the mortality experience, okay, expense management ng company. Tapos, whatever yung surplus, yun yung basis kung ano yung i-distribute na dividends ng company doon sa mga policy owners nila. Okay, so na-smooth out na yun ng company, ayan, para makapag-declare din sila ng dividends. Okay? So, hindi rin siya super high, low as with, kunyari, mga stocks. Yan. Kasi nga, na-smooth out na rin siya. Okay? So, dividends not guaranteed pero paid on a regular basis. Okay? Depending on the company's net profits, which also takes into account na other expenses and other factors. Okay? So, yun lang muna for question 1 to 8. Okay? To follow po naman natin will be our other UMs to discuss with you. Okay? Ayan. So, good luck with your exams, exam review.
Hello, I'm UM Jam. Let's start with question number 9. Risk can be classified into two particular categories in relation to investment. They include, no, so for this question, you look for the answer that makes sense, no, and describes about risk, right? No, so item 2 and 4 are all descriptions of risk, 'di ba? No? So if the investment didn't match the expectation of the client or the individual, and yung losing din, no, yung investment, no? So those are all risk. Kaya yun yung answer. The rest doesn't make sense, no? Hindi sila risk. Alright, question number 10. Uh, Variable life insurance policy owners may make withdrawals in terms of, no, so yung correct answer actually yung pinakamaikli, no, na sagot, no. So withdrawals are based on the number of units through the cancellation of units, no, and yung 2 and 3 mali siya agad because of the word sum assured kasi hindi siya affected. At the same time, or hindi nasa-subtract from the sum assured, and the number of units or fixed monetary amount through the cancellation of units, yung word na fixed monetary. Alright, no, so it makes it wrong as well. Question 11, which of the following statements about characteristics of variable life policies are true? No, so 1 and 3 are correct. No, bakit? Because of variable policies have longer exposure to equity. Correct yun, no? Kung i-compare mo sa trad policies, no? Because you can um, have stocks, no, as your investment here, no, sa VUL. And then ito yung word na implicit makes it wrong, no. And then third, the commissions, no, so kung yung implicit dito naman explicit, which is the correct answer. All right, so it's 1 and 3. All right, so which of the following statements about option of topping up under variable life insurance is false, no. So ang hahanapin dito natin yung mali, right? No? So, bakit mali yung item 1? Because if you buy additional units sa VUL mo, no, yung fund will not be allocated to another insurance policy. No? So, mali siya. No? So, it will just form part of the fund value or the investment part of your policy. Right? And then the rest describes top-ups. No? So, like itong item number 2, no, if you have unpaid premiums at the time of the top-up, yun muna yung gagamitin, no, to pay the premium before malagyan ng additional units yung fund mo. And then the rest are descriptions. So, item 13, question 13, rank mo daw yung least risky to the most risky. No? So, syempre, 1 is the least risky, yung cash and deposit, no? Kasi halos savings lang siya, wala siyang investment component. The rest are investments, no? Pero, ang least risky niya sa kanya is the stock option, no? As compared to the next na mas risky yung having a portfolio, meaning mas marami kasi siyang companies involved compared to stock option, no? And na isa lang, right? And then yung derivatives naman, it's the most risky talaga, no? Because it's dependent on an asset, right? Ayan, no? So number 14, so i-recall niyo lang, no, ano yung characteristics nung VUL or description niya, right? No, so ang tamang sagot dito is 1, 3, and 4, no? Again, nandito na naman yung question about implicit, right? And explicit, no? So mali agad, no, si item 2 because explicit naman yung charges na to. Alam natin yan, no? It's made known to the owner, to the policy owner and the clients. No, so its withdrawal value and protection benefits are determined by the investment for performance of the underlying assets. No? So that's correct. And then yung mga charges, commission, company expenses, explicit yan, itong word na yan. Withdrawal value is it's the description, no, value of units allocated to the policy owner at the bid price, okay, or when you sell the unit. All right, now so question 15, you only need to look for ano ba yung maling description ng diversification, no? So, syempre, yung word na can completely eliminate makes it mali agad. So, ito yung correct answer, no? The rest are descriptions of diversification. Alright? Ayan. Number 16, no? So, it's about the work of the trustee, no? So, hanapin mo yung mali dito, no? So, hindi work ng trustee, no, yung siya yung magba-buy and sell ng shares na nasa unit trust, no? Ang work lang ng trustee is that, ano lang siya, ine-ensure lang niya that the fund manager adheres to the provision of the trust deed. Nag-a-act lang siya to protect the unit holders and nag-hold lang siya ng mga assets, no, for the investors. Alright? And, of course, no, ang ating investment return under variable life insurance policy, no, ito description siya, no. So, yung correct dito is 1, 3, and 4 because it's not kabaliktaran siya, 'di ba? Not guaranteed and yung assured. No? So alam naman natin the investment returns is not guaranteed. No? So automatically 2 is incorrect na. And then the rest are descriptions of the investment returns. No? It's linked to the performance of the investment fund and it fluctuates over time. That's it. Thank you, guys.
So, number 18 tayo. Okay, question number 18. Under variable life insurance policies, so ano daw ang variable life insurance dito sa mga choices na to? Number 1, there is no guaranteed minimum sum assured for the purpose of declaring dividends. Okay. Ito pa lang, mali na. Diba? No guaranteed minimum sum assured. Diba? Mali na yun. Laging may guaranteed sum assured. Tama. Pangalawa, there is no guaranteed minimum sum assured as well as a level of life insurance protection. So, mali na naman kasi wala na naman daw guaranteed. Diba? So, ibig sabihin, walang life insurance. So, mali na naman yan kasi ang variable life insurance, laging may sum assured. Diba? Laging may life insurance na kasama. Okay, core benefit niya kasi yon. Number 3, each of the policy owner's premium will be used to purchase units, the number of which is dependent on the selling price of each unit. Okay, so tama yan, number 3. Number 4, purchase of units can only be made from the variable life fund itself, which will then create new units and add investment monies to the value of the fund. Okay? So, ito yung parang top up na tinatawag, no? So, tama itong 3 and 4. So, correct answer is Number 3. Okay. So, ang tatandaan mo lang dyan, yung sabi na no guaranteed minimum sum assured, mali yan dalawa. Yung dalawang yan. Okay. Options 3 and 4 are the best associated with variable life insurance policies. The concept of dividends is associated with traditional life. Minimum sum assured are set for variable insurance. Okay. So, again, 3 and 4 yung correct. Okay. Next number, question 19. Which of the following statements is true? Okay. Alin daw yung tama? So, ang hinahanap natin, true statement. Number 1. The policy value of variable life policies is determined by the offer price at the time of valuation. Okay. So, offer price. Actually, ito yung nagpamali dyan. Di ba? So, dapat unit price yan or bid price. Okay, ayan, no? Alright. Number 2, the policy value of endowment policies is the cash value plus any accumulated dividends less any outstanding loans due at the time of the surrender. Okay. So, itong statement na to, true ito kahit na for traditional siya. Okay. Number 3, the life company needs to maintain a separate account for variable life policies distinct from the general account. Okay. So, tama din tong option number 3. So, ang nagpamali, number 1. Because of this statement na about sa offer price should be unit price or bid price. Okay? Next tayo. Number 20. Which of the following statements about flexibility features of the variable life policies is false? Yung pagiging flexible ng variable. Okay. So, di ba, pwede mag-withdraw, pwede mag-upgrade, pwede mag-top up, pwede mag-fund switch. Ayun. Yun yung mga flexibility features. So, number 1, policyholders may request for a partial withdrawal of the policy and the withdrawal amount will be met by cashing the units at the bid price. Tama ito. Diba? Number 2, policyholders can take loans against their variable life up to the entire withdrawal value of their policies. Okay? So, pag narinig mo yung loans, pang-traditional kasi yan. 'Di ba? So, hindi siya feature ng variable kasi nga, pang-trad yan eh. Yun. Ayan, explanation. The term loan, as in policy loan, is a concept in traditional life policies and not in variable insurance. All other options are true of variable policies. Yan. Kaya, number 2 is the incorrect or false statement. Okay, basahin natin yung number 3. Policyholders have the flexibility of switching from one fund to another provided it satisfies the company's switching criteria. Tama. Policyholders have the flexibility of increasing or decreasing their premiums for regular premium variable life policies. Yes. Pwede mag-upgrade, pwede mag-downgrade. Okay. Ang mali dito is yung loans. Okay. So, number 20 question, answer is number 2. Okay. Next, which of the following statements about benefits in variable life fund is false? Alin daw yung mali? Benefits. The fund provides a highly diversified portfolio, thus lowering the risk of investment. Tama. Diba? Pag diversified yung portfolio mo, medyo naliless or nalolower yung risk. Kasi pag yung isa, halimbawa, bumagsak, meron ka pang ibang mga investment kasi diversified yung portfolio mo. So, number 1 is correct. Number 2, the fund ensures definite high yield for an investor since it is managed by professionals who are well-versed in the management of risk of investment portfolios. medyo okay na sana, kaya lang may word kasi na definite high yield. 'Di ba? Ang investment component non-guaranteed. Hindi natin mas ascertain. Okay, so yung word na definite, mali. Ito yung nagpamali. Okay, kasi may risk pa rin. 'Di ba? Okay, so yan yung nagpamali. Kasi ang hinanap natin yung false na statement. Number 3, the fund relieves the investor from the hassle of administering his or her investment. Tama, kasi may fund manager tayong nag-aasikaso. The fund enables small investors to participate in a pool of diversified portfolio in which he or she with a low investment capital is likely to have acceded to. Tama naman. Tama yung explanation or statement na ito. So, the fund performance, even if managed by professionals, are not guaranteed. Yan yung sinasabi natin eh. Diba? Hindi siya guaranteed. It is highly dependent on the market condition, which can be volatile. In cases of extreme market volatility, the fund performance may decline. Okay, so pwedeng tumaas siya, pwedeng bumaba, depende sa performance ng market. Ayan. Next question, the flexibility benefit of investing in variable life funds include. Okay, so ito na naman flexibility benefit ng variable. Number 1, policy owners can easily change the level of sum assured and switch their investment between funds. Correct? Diba? Pwede mag-upgrade, pwede mag-switch funds or fund switch, pwede yon. Number 2, policy owners can easily take premium holidays and add single premium top-ups. Diba? Pwede. Pwede top up. Diba? Add ka ng investment, okay yon. Pwede ka rin mag-premium holiday. In case hindi makabayad sa fund, kukunin yung pang-premium, pwede yon. Okay? That's one of the feature ng investing in variable unit. Okay, variable life. Number 3, variable life insurance policies offer the potential for high returns. Yes. 'Di ba? Kasi pwede, high risk, high return. So, potential, hindi definite, hindi sure, non-guaranteed. Oo, potential, tama naman. Number 4, traditional participating policies aim to produce a steady return by smoothing out market fluctuation. O, diba? Traditional participating. O, dito pa lang, mali na. Kasi traditional nga yan. Nanap natin is variable. So, yan yung nagpamali. O, explanation. Variable life products are flexible that owners can increase or decrease the premium and their coverage. Owners can also make top-ups to add to their investment. If the owner cannot pay the premium, he or she may apply for a premium holiday. The corresponding charges will be deducted from the policy's fund. So, yun. Kaya ang answer, 1, 2, and 3. Okay? Incorrect yung number 4. So, answer is number 2. Okay? For 23, variable life funds can be invested in any financial instrument, including cash funds, bond funds, equity funds, property funds, specialized funds, and diversified funds. Question is, equity funds. Okay, so ano daw ang meaning ng equity funds? Alright, number 1, invest in shares of stocks and the magnitude of the change in unit prices will only depend on the quantity of the equities held. Number 2, invest in shares of stocks, and during market recession, such as assets are usually the last to depreciate. Number 3, invest in shares of stocks which are inherently of lower risk in nature and prices of stocks are stable. O, diba? Pag equity stocks, laging iisipin, high risk, high return, and its purpose is capital appreciation. So, itong stable, tsaka lower risk, mali na siya, diba? Number 4, invest in shares of stocks and investors who buy such assets usually aim for capital appreciation. Yan. Yun yung correct answer. Remember, equity funds, high risk, high return, and capital appreciation. Okay? So, explanation number 4 is correct because equity funds primarily invest in stocks and investors expect their value to appreciate over time. The other options are incorrect. Letter A focuses on quantity. Letter B doesn't accurately describe equity behavior during recessions and number. And letter C provides incorrect information about stock risk and stability. Okay, so number 24, which of the following statements describe the differences between variable life products and participating products? Okay. So, ano yung difference ng variable and trad? Okay. Variable products allow policyholders to vary the premium payments unlike participating products. Number 2, variable life products can take the form of whole life or endowment policies with participating products. And number 3, variable life products allow policyholders to pay a future single premiums from time to time to add more units to his account unlike participating products. All of them are correct. Okay, so 1, 2, and 3, correct answer. Correct answer is number 1. So, number 1 is the correct answer because it accurately describes the differences between variable and participating. Variable life products offer flexibility in premiums, can take various forms, and allow additional contribution to increase investment units. So, yung tinatawag na top-ups. Okay. So, number 25, the objective of satisfying customers' need profitably can be achieved by an agent through, number 1, giving of freebies to the customers. Number 2, extensive investment training by the company. Number 3, the use of sales plan where sales goals, strategies, and objectives are coordinated with the market analysis, segmentation, and training. And number 4, giving of monetary assistance and discount to the customers. So, ang tamang sagot is 2 and 3. Yan. Yung training, diba? Nag-invest tayo sa training ng ating mga agents and syempre yung sales plan. Diba? Sa pag-set ng goals, target strategies. Yan. So, 2 and 3 are the correct answer. Mali yung giving of freebies. Okay? And monetary assistance and discount to customers. Mali din yun. Okay? So, giving freebies and discount does not address the customer's need for long-term financial security provided by life insurance. It might also be perceived as a form of rebating and can be undermine the integrity of the agent and the company. So, yun. Kaya answer is yung training and sales plan 2 and 3. Okay? Yan.
Hello, team. So I'm UM Vlad, and I'm tasked to discuss question number 26 to 33. And para ready tayo sa ating ISA exam review. So let's start. Question number 26. What are the disadvantage of investing in common share? So di ba, no, pag if we're talking about share, meron tayong dalawang type niyan. We have common and preferred share. So i-check natin yung mga choices. Number 1, dividends are paid more than the fixed rate. So actually, it's minsan mako-consider natin to as advantage of the common share. Kasi pag maganda yung kita ng company, pwedeng mas malaki pa yung mabibigay sa mga common shareholder. Number 2 is investor are exposed to market and specific risk. And then number 3, share can become worthless if the company becomes insolvent. So item number 2 and number 3, ito yung mako-consider natin na disadvantage ng mga common shareholder. So bakit? Kasi yung item number 2, yung ating kasing mga common shareholder, sila yung may exposure sa market and specific risk. And then item number 3, yan, when it comes kasi into liability, pagka naging insolvent yung yung company, ang last na makakapag-claim is yung mga common shareholder. So babayaran muna yung mga preferred shareholder, babayaran muna lahat ng liability, and then pag meron pang natira, dun pa lang makakapag-claim yung common shareholder natin. So, if we're talking about disadvantage, item number 2 and number 3, yung correct answer na hinahanap natin. Ayan. So, question number 27, what are the benefits available when investing in variable life funds? So, check natin. Number 1, the variable life funds offer policyholder and access to pooled or diversified portfolio. So, check tayo with that. And number 2, the variable life policyholder can vary their premium payments, take premium holiday, add single premium top or top ups, and change the level of sum assured easily. So, check din tayo with that. So, benefits din yan ng variable life fund. And then number 3, the variable life policyholder can have access to pool of qualified and trained professional fund manager. And check din tayo doon. So, the correct answer will be item number 1, 2, and 3. Ayan. Like all 3 options are true regarding variable life insurance. Ayan. Question number 28. Which of the following are the main characteristic of variable life policy? Ayan. The policies can be used for investment as the source of regular protection. So check tayo with that. The withdrawal values of the withdrawal value and protection benefit are determined by the investment. And then number 3, the net cash value of the policy or the gross cash value shown in the policy that includes dividend up to the date of surrender less indebtedness including interest. So ang question number 28 kasi we're talking about variable life policy. Ayan. So if we're talking about variable life policy, yung variable life policy kasi is hindi siya entitled into dividends. Kaya incorrect yung statement number 3. Kaya ang answer natin is 1 and 2 are the correct answers. Ayan. So proceed tayo with the question 29. Talking about single premium. Ayan. Single premium variable life policy. Ayan. So must be issued within a minimum death benefit, must be issued with a maximum withdrawal value, has no death benefit, and has no withdrawal value. So the correct answer will be item number 1. A single premium variable life insurance must be issued within a minimum death benefit. All other options are false. So we're talking about true products no, ng single premium variable life policy. Meron tayong death benefit na 125% of the amount invested. Yan. Question number 30. Which of the following statement about surrender value under traditional participating life insurance is true? And we have 4 statement. Number 1, cash value is paid when yearly renewable term insurance is surrendered. So ano ba hinahanap natin? Ang hinahanap natin is the true statement. Number 2, when participating insurance policy surrender, the surrender value is calculated by multiplying the bid price with the number of units. Yan. Number 3, the amount of surrender value is usually higher than the amount under non-participating policy, and it varies with the age of the assured being lower at the older age. And number 4, in case of participating policy, the net cash surrender value includes the surrender value of the paid up addition up to the date of the surrender. So alin daw dyan yung tama? So ang tama daw dyan is the statement number 3. Ayan, the amount can be higher since participating policy pay off dividends which if left in the company in the form of, it will be form part of the surrender value. So, yun yung correct answer natin. So, yun yung true statement natin. So, bakit incorrect yung number 1? So, yan. So, wala kasing cash value no, na binabayaran dun sa mga yearly renewable term insurance natin. Ayan. Number 2, when participating insurance policy is surrendered, the surrender value is calculated by multiplying the bid price with the number of units. So, bakit mali yung statement number 2? Kasi we're talking about traditional product kasi no, in computing the surrender value, wala pong involved na bid price and the number of units. So, calculated na po kasi yung cash value natin with that. Ayan. So, bakit mali yung number 4? Ayan. Medyo parang parehas lang naman siya with the statement number 3. Kasi sinasabi dyan, in case of participating policy, the net cash surrender value includes the surrender value plus the paid up capital additions at the date of the surrender. So parang medyo tama yung statement niya. So bakit siya naging mali? Kasi hindi po lahat ng pagkakataon is yung paid up capital is ina-add with the surrender value. May option po kasi na pwede siyang mabigay ng separately. Ayan. So kaya ang correct answer natin is statement number 3. Ayan. So, question number 31. Investing in bonds offer the following except. So, we're talking about investment and bonds. So, alin dyan yung correct answer? Ayan. Ang correct answer dyan is the statement number 4. It enables the investor an opportunity for capital appreciation. So, capital appreciation is not one of the primary purpose of investing in bonds. So, ayan. So, actually, investing in bonds is if we're talking about investment in bonds, it's capital preservation. Yan. Capital preservation siya, not capital appreciation. So, yun yung pinaka-main goal niya. Kaya, ah mali yung mali yung item number 4 kasi we're looking about exception. Ayan. Question number 32. Yan. Under a regular premium variable whole life plan, ayan. So, basahin natin yung mga statement. Premium top-up holiday subject to the company administrative rules are usually allowed. So, check siya. Life protection is the main objective of the plan with the investment as the nominal purpose. Ayan. Kasi variable whole life plan, di ba, priority pa rin is the life protection or the insurance coverage. Ayan. Secondary na lang yung investment component. Number 3 is withdrawal after the payment of a few years are usually allowed, yes, for as long as merong fund value or merong cash value. And then as number 4, a single premium contribution is made to the policy which use the premium to purchase units in variable life fund to provide a certain level of life cover. So the correct answer is statement 1, 2, and 3. So bakit mali yung statement 4? Item 4 refers to the single pay variable whole life plan. So the policy holder of the regular pay variable life plan must pay premium continuously. So yung item number 4 kasi we're talking about single premium. Ang hinahanap kasi natin is yung mga regular premium plans natin. Kaya mali yung statement number 4. So yan. So I'm down to question number 33. Ayan. Question number 33, which of the following statement about the difference between variable life policy and endowment policies are true? So, hinahanap natin is yung true statement. So, item number 1 or statement number 1, the policy of variable life policy directly reflect the performance of the fund of the life company. So, false ito kasi the policy value of variable life policy directly reflect dun sa fund na pinili nung ating policy owner. Not necessarily dun sa performance ng fund nung life insurance company itself. Statement number 2, the premiums and benefit of the endowment policies are described at the inception of the policy, whereas variable life plan are flexible as they are account driven. So, true yung statement number 2. Number 3 is the benefit and risk of the variable life and endowment policy directly accrue to the policy holder, which is also true. So, check natin explanation. Option number 1 daw is false. Dahil nga sabi ko kanina, the policy value of the variable life policy or directly reflect the performance of the underlying investment chosen by the policy holder and not based on the fund of the life company. The latter concept applies to traditional, not variable insurance. So that's it for my part. Ayan. And good luck sa inyong IC exam.
Hello, this is UMD. Ayan. So, i-discuss ko naman yung question number 34 to 41. So, sa question number 34, so which of the following statements about single premium variable life policy are true? So, yung true daw. So, etong one, there is no fixed term in single premium variable life policy and therefore they are technically whole life insurance. Etong 2, top-ups or single premium injection are allowed in this plan. Policy have flexible, variable, the level cover. Yan. So, ang correct answer dito, 1 and 2. Yan. So, kasi itong policy holder have flexibility, variable, varying the level cover. Ayan. So, additional single premium payments are made increase investment. Kasi, diba? It's yun yung components niya. So, as well as the death coverage or death benefit, the policy provides better returns. Kaya ang correct answer dyan is 1 and 2. So yung policy holder flexible, hindi siya. So false yan. Okay? Ayan. So question number 35. So which of the following statement about risk investing in variable life funds is true? So true na ano ba? Parang hanapin talaga natin yung true dito sa ano na to, question na to. Okay? So, eto yung ano niya, pagpipilian. Okay, policy owner who raised averse should buy life insurance policy with high equity investment. And so investment in variable life funds which are fully invested in units, equity bonds are not suitable for policy owner who can tolerate the risk of short-term fluctuation in their cash value. And so number 3, policy owner who invest in variable life funds in high equity investment face higher risk but expect to achieve higher returns than traditional life insurance. Ayan. So, kung makikita mo, ito yun na yung pinaka-correct answer. Okay? Ayan. So, pinaka-explanation dito is, syempre, risk reward trade-off siya where the higher risk or the higher return. 'Di ba? Yung high risk investment, for example, in equity fund, so variable life insurance have higher chances na pwede mag-achieve ng higher returns. So, moreover, yung traditional is conservative siya. Okay? So, kaya ito yung best answer dito. Okay? So, dito, tandaan nyo lang, ayan o, traditional life insurance product over long term. Yan. So, yan yung correct answer dyan. Yan. So, number 36, question number 36. Investing in bonds. Ito, usapang bonds to, guys. Which of the following advantage except? Ano daw dito sa apat na to is yung advantages niya bukod dun sa isa. Okay? So, etong apat na to, syempre pwede nyo naman basahin isa-isa. Okay, if it is offer protection to the principal guaranteed steady stream income, it is placed temporary refuge when the investor oversees the market outlook is uncertain. It allows investor chance for capital preservation. Ayan. Thus enables the investor opportunity for capital appreciation. So, except dito sa number 4 yun. Ito yung correct answer. Kasi nga, 'di ba, in bonds, fixed income, the primary goal of investor is for capital preservation, not for capital appreciation. Okay? Yun lang tandaan nyo, guys. Kapag dito, sa mga bonds na to, nakita nyo yung capital appreciation, yan, mali na yun. Okay? So, kasi, etong mga 1, 2, 3, ayan yung pinaka definition niya. Okay? So, or pinaka, ano yung ibig sabihin ng investing in bonds? No? Ano yung offer ng investing in bonds? Okay? So, basta tandaan nyo yung capital appreciation. Yun na yun. So, yun yung except. Okay, huwag kayo malilito doon. So, number 37, the selling price under the variable life insurance policy is, okay, number 1, the price is which unit under policy are both backed by the life insurance company. The price which is units under policy are offered by sale by life insurance company, also known as bid price. Okay? A fixed amount throughout life of the policy. Okay? So the correct answer dito is number 2. Okay? So ang explanation lang nun, kasi di ba nga, ang selling price in variable life insurance reflect of the value underlying investment. So, it will determine kung magkano yung nare-receive mo, okay, kapag nag-surrender ng policy. Yan. So, it's not fixed amount. Ayun. Okay? It's not fixed amount, but varies based on market condition and investment performance. So, laging hindi siya fixed, no? Kasi depende talaga siya sa condition ng market, kung tataas ba to or bababa siya. Okay? So, kaya ito yung best answer for that. Okay, yan. So, tandaan nyo lang, offered sale by life company. Okay, the price at which unit under policy are offered by sale by the life company. Ayan. So, pag nakita nyo na yung sale by the sale by the life company, yun. So, yun na yung pinaka-best answer for ano yung the selling price. Okay? Ayan. So, number 38. Okay, which of the following statement are variable life policy is true or are true? Okay, so ayan. So medyo nakakalito to, no? Pero dapat basahin talaga natin. So offer price is used to determine number of units credited to account. Okay? So yung number 2, the margin, okay? The margin between the bid offer price is used management cost of the policy. And 3, the policy is valid. Ito, huwag kayong maliti dito. Baka typo error lang to. 3, the policy value is calculated based on the bid price allocated into policy. Kaya ang correct answer dyan is 2 and 3. Okay? Yung option number 1, wrong siya. Okay? Kasi sa not offer price is used to determine number of units credited to the account. Okay? Kasi sabi dito, offer price is used determine, pero hindi siya. Okay? Kaya ito yung mali dito. So, ang tama dito, 2 and 3. Yan. So, tandaan nyo na lang to. Yan. So, cover management cost and units allocated. Okay? Yan. So, number 39, unit trust is, yan. So, number 1, established by trust deed enables a trustee to hold the pool of money and asset in trust on behalf of investor. And so a closed-end fund does not have disposed if large number investors sell their shares. Number 3, one whereby the investor buys unit, okay, unit in trust itself and not shared by the company. Number 4, organization registered by Security Commission or Security Exchange Commission or SEC, which usually invest in wide range equity of investment. Okay? So, tinatanong dito, ano yung unit trust? So, ang best option dito is number 1 talaga. Okay? Ayan. So, definition of unit trust, by investing in this, the investor become the part owner of the trust company. And so, the unit trust company is registered under the central bank, not SEC. Ayan. So, yun yung tandaan natin, guys, no? Kasi ito, organization registered. So, mali na siya talaga. Okay? So, ang unit trust, register siya by under central bank. Yan. Okay? So, kaya ito yung correct answer siya. Trustee to hold the pool of money and asset in trust on behalf of investor. Okay. So, 40. Ayan. Number 40 is which of the following statement best describe variable life policy? So, ano yung pinaka-the best answer dito? Okay? So, eto yung number 1. So, wag lang tayo malito dito kasi, syempre, tignan mo dito, if nakalagay dito, fixed premium policy will return, that will not, 'di ba? Tapos ito naman is may may vary pero walang not, 'di ba? So, parehas lang siya. Okay? Tapos ito rin, flexible premium policy, okay? With returns will not vary with underlying value of investment. Tapos number 4, it is flexible premium policy with return will vary with underlying value of investment. So ito yung best answer kasi flexible premium policy talaga siya. Okay, hindi siya fixed. Okay? Ayan. So yun yung pinaka explanation talaga, no. premium are not fixed. Okay? So, pwede tayo mag-adjust. Pwedeng tumaas, pwedeng bumaba. Depende sa investment siya. Okay? So, kaya ang correct answer dyan is number 4. So, ito naman, last is number 41. Okay? Which of the following statement about twisting is false? Yung mali naman siya. So, twisting is special form of misinterpretation. Number 2, it refers to an agent, including policyholder, discontinue policy with another company without disclosing disadvantage of doing so. Number 3, it includes misleading or incomplete a comparison of policies. Yan. Number 4, it refers to an agent offering prospects special inducement to purchase a policy. So, ang correct answer dyan, obviously, ay 4. Diba? So, ang best explanation dyan, kasi yung 4 is referred to rebating, not twisting. Ayan. Kasi siya yung false. Tignan nyo. Agent offering prospect special inducement purchase a policy. So, rebating siya. Okay? So, kaya false siya. Yung twisting, ayan. So, yan na yung pinaka meaning niya. So, kapag nakita nyo tong questionnaire na to or question na to na about twisting na ano yung mali doon sa statement, yan. So, ayan na yan. Offering prospect special inducement. Yan. Okay? Rebating ang ibig sabihin nun. Okay? Thank you.
Alright, so now let's proceed with question number 42. What are the advantages of investing in preferred shares? So yung correct answer would be yung items 1, 2, and 3. So ang clue lang dito, tandaan lang natin, yung item number 4, hindi siya kasama because it says here, enjoy the benefit of capital appreciation. In preferred shares kasi, lower yung risk, lower yung return. So, much like a bond. So, yun yung a little disadvantage. Kaya, hindi kasama yung item number 4. Alright? So, yun lang yung cue or yung clue natin. Okay. Question number 43. Which of the following factors contribute to the specific risk of investment? So, ang correct answers would be items 2 and 3. So, why? Because hindi kasama yung item number 1. Rate of corporate taxes does not really affect, okay, the investment. So, yun lang yung tatandaan natin. Pag may rate of corporate taxes, hindi siya kasama sa choices. So, items 2 and 3 lang yung correct answer. Alright? Question number 44. The fundamental differences between traditional participating life insurance policies and variable life insurance policies include, alright? So, ang correct answers would be items 2, 3, and 4. So again, hindi kasama yung item number 1 because it says here, less likely. Okay? Di ba alam naman natin na ang variable life insurance policies are investment-linked policies. So meaning, meron siyang investment component. So kaya, it should be more likely to offer more choices in terms of investment funds. Okay? So yung item number 1, hindi siya kasama. So items 2, 3, and 4 yung correct answer. Alright? Question number 45. Which of the following statements about variable life policies are true? So, ang tamang sagot is items number 1 and 2. Okay? Why? Because sa item number 3, it says here, policyholder has direct control. Okay? So, wala po direct control si policy owner. Kasi meron tayong mga fund managers to manage our investment vehicle. So, ito yung mali. Again, has no direct control. Policyholder has no direct control. Alright? Okay. Question number 46. Which of the following information is not required to be disclosed to policyholders of variable life policies? So, all items are correct. It should be disclosed except item number 1. Okay, yun lang yung tatandaan natin because the net withdrawal value, okay, is not required to be disclosed. Everything else, required po siya. Okay? Item number 47, which of the following statements about investment objectives is false? Okay, ang correct answer is item number 1. Why? Because mali pong objective if we are an investor to to accept or to expect to produce high and guaranteed returns. Okay, because most of the investments are not guaranteed and some of the investments does not produce high return. Okay, kaya mali pong objective if the investor expect to produce high and guaranteed returns. Okay? Question number 48, the protection cost under variable life insurance policy. Okay, ang correct answers, items number 2, 3, and 4. So again, hindi po kasama yung item number 1 because it says here, flat initial charges. So hindi po, yung charges natin, it varies. It depends on the age and it depends on the coverages as well. So hindi po tayo flat charges. Okay. Question number 49, which of the following statements about rebating are true? So, alam naman natin na yung rebating is not a good practice, diba? Ang rebating, it means that the agent will cover the premium or will give a discount kay client. So, it's a no-no practice. Okay? Kaya naman, ang correct answer here are items 1 and 2. Because yung item number 3, it says here, uphold the prestige of an agent. Okay, so since rebating is not a good practice, hindi po nag-uphold ng prestige of an agent. Alright, so that's it. Thank you.
Hi team, UMMJ here. Yan. So now let's study questions 50 to 57. So sa question 50, which of the following best describes the policy benefits of variable life policies? So alin dito yung pinaka-best? The correct answer is number 3. The policy benefits are directly linked to the investment performance of the underlying assets. Now, bakit? Kasi itong option 2 and 4, bakit hindi siya yung best? Kasi yung option 2, the policy benefits will depend on the long-term performance of the life company. For the traditional life policy yan nag-apply. Pati ito, yung number 4, the policy benefits are guaranteed. Nakita niyo na yung word na guaranteed, that's for traditional life policies. Okay? So, sa option 1 naman, false din siya kasi merong mga living benefits na payable kahit hindi pa death or disability yung na-encounter ng client. Okay? So, it's the best statement that describes yung benefits ng variable life policies or VUL, itong number 3. No? Yung mga benefits, directly link siya sa investment performance ng underlying assets. Okay, so next is question 51. Policy fee payable by variable life insurance policy owner is to cover, so letter A, the handling charges by professional investment managers, or ito ba yung price of each unit bought under the variable life insurance policy? Is it the mortality costs of the variable life insurance policy, or is it number 4? The administrative expenses of setting up the variable life insurance policy. So the correct answer, team, yung policy fee, ang pinaggagamitan talaga niyan yung administrative expenses of setting up the variable life insurance policy. So kapag nakita nyo na yung word na yan, yung policy fee, ano yung kinocover niya, tapos nakita niyo yung administrative expenses, this is the correct answer. Okay, so ano ba yung mga administrative costs na yan? Mga paperwork, record keeping, and of course, policy administration. Right, so next question, number 52. Okay. Diversification in investment involves. So when we're talking about diversification, sipin nyo nakakalat yung investment o diversified siya. So definitely, wala siya sa iisa lang na investment fund. So definitely, hindi siya yung number one kasi nakalagay dito, putting all the funds under management into one category. Diversification nga siya. No, so automatically, hindi yan. So number 2 naman, ito medyo tricky yung number 2, spreading the risk of investment by not putting the fund into several categories of investment. So ang nagpamali sa kanya yung word na not. No? Kasi nga diversification, you have to put it into several categories of investment. So hindi yan, number 2, panglito lang yan. The correct answer is number 3, no, reducing the risks of investment by putting one fund under management into several categories. So may one fund under management, tas nilalagay siya sa several categories ng investment. So that's diversification. Okay, definitely hindi rin yung number 4. Kasi di ba nakalagay dito, reducing the risks of investment by putting all one eggs in one basket. So hindi rin siya yan. Alright, so diversification, sipin nyo, kalat siya, no? Several categories of investment. Okay, next, question 53. Which of the following statements is false? Number 1, variable life insurance policies offer investors policies with values and indirectly linked to the investment performance of the life company. No? So, bakit ito yung correct answer natin? No? Kasi, yung investment performance of the fund, no, it's chosen by the policy owner, not chosen by the life company. Okay, so 'di ba ang mga investors, mga policy owners, sila yung pumipili, right? Kung ano yung fund, kung saan ilalagay yung money nila. Alright? So yung one yung correct answer, no? So hindi ito, life company will carry out a valuation of its funds yearly and any surplus may be allocated. Hindi yan. Ito hindi rin siya yung number 3, no? Yung both whole life and endowment policies can be used as an investment media with benefits that become payable at a future date. Hindi yan. Number 4, hindi rin, no? Yung investment element of variable life policies varies according to underlying assets of the portfolio. Alright? So, kasi ang hinahanap dito, guys, yung false. Okay? So, ang correct answer, ito, no? Variable life insurance policies offer investors policies with values and indirectly linked to the investment performance of the life company. No? False yan. Kasi, again, policy owner po yung pumipili ng fund, not the life company. Okay? So, next, question 54. In risk-return profile of cash funds, bond funds, balance funds, managed funds, and equity funds, a risk-return graph will show that. So, alin dito yung mga tamang sagot? Okay, so let's see. Number 1, higher return normally comes with lower risk. So, matik hindi to. Kasi, tandaan natin, pag high return, high risk din siya. No, pag low return, low risk. Okay? So, automatic, hindi na yung number 1. Diba? Check natin number 2. Is this correct? No? Sabi niya, higher return normally comes with higher risk. So, definitely correct yan. Number 3, at the top end of the graph are the equity funds. Tama din, nasa top end sila. No? So, 2 and 3, correct. That's number 4. The relatively riskless cash funds sit at the bottom end of the graph. No? So, correct din yung number 4. So, the correct answer, 2, 3, and 4. Okay? Again, team, tandaan natin, high return, high risk din. Okay? Kaya nasa top end ng graph yung equity funds kasi syempre high return sila. No? Nasa bottom end ng graph yung mga low risk na cash funds kasi low returns din. Alright? So, again, 2, 3, 4 yung correct answer. Next, question 55. What is the most suitable investment instrument for an investor who is interested in protecting his principal and receiving a steady stream of income? So, ano yung keyword natin dito? Interested in protecting his principal. Hindi niya sinabing growing, di ba? Ipoprotect na lang yung pera niya at makaka-receive siya ng steady stream of income. So, Matic team, pag nabasa niyo yung mga words na yan, you wouldn't think equities. No? Kasi yung mga equities, high risk yan. No? So, possible, kung ang goal niya, ma-protect yung principal niya, pag lugi yung equity, hindi niya mapoprotect yung principal, di ba? Tapos hindi rin steady stream of income kasi nga, taas baba yan. So, hindi equities. Hindi rin warrants. No, and of course, variable life policies hindi rin kasi not guaranteed yan. So, ano yung correct answer? Mga fixed income securities. Okay? Fixed income securities. So, yan yung keyword. Pag gusto niya, protecting principal, steady stream of income, fixed income securities. Okay? Yung 1, 2, 3, hindi nila mag-guarantee yung security ng principal or fixed income payments. Next, question 56. Malapit na, guys. Nakakapit. Question 56. Which of the following statements is false? Alin dito daw yung mali? No? So, let's check. Number 1, rebating is to offer a prospect a special inducement to purchase a policy. Tama yan. So, definitely, hindi ito yung sagot kasi hinahanap yung false. Okay? Number 2, twisting is a specific form of misrepresentation. Tama din yan. So, hindi ito yung false. Number 3, misrepresentation is a specific form of twisting. Okay? Ito po yung correct answer. No? False yan. Bakit? Kasi ang definition po ng misrepresentation, it's the act of saying a false statement. No? Magsisinungaling ka para push mo yung prospect mo to buy. Okay? It's not twisting. Okay? Kasi twisting, medyo iniba mo lang, diba? But yung misrepresentation talaga, you will see a false statement. Alright? So definitely hindi rin tong 4, no? Switching is a facility allowing policy holders to switch to another variable life fund. Tama kasi yan, no? So ang hinahanap yung false. Alright, nasa last question na tayo. Mr. Juan de la Cruz is earning 30,000 per month. He is 35 years old, powered by TCPDF, and he has a reasonable amount of savings. He has a moderate level of risk tolerance. What kind of policy would you recommend for him to buy? Okay, so is it participating endowment, variable life policies, participating whole life, or annuities? So the correct answer is participating whole life. Bakit? No, kasi balikan natin yung given statement. Si client, meron siyang moderate risk appetite, no? Medyo mababa lang din yung income niya, 30,000 per month. Okay, so mas ideal kung traditional and participating whole life ang i-offer natin sa kanya. Yun yung pwedeng mag-suit, no, sa kanyang risk profile. Alright? So, yun lang, team. No, I hope you ace your exam. So, balik-balikan nyo lang itong reviewer and definitely you will pass. Right? So, good luck and welcome to PRULEX.